Okay, here with Joe Skipper. How'd the race go? What happened?
Well, it wasn't my day today. To be fair, like there's highs and lows from the race. Like the swim for me was the best I could have hoped for. 3.5 minutes behind Andy Horsfall-Turner and the 3 other guys up front, which I'm never gonna be with them really, because he used to swim for the national, or close to. He used to swim with national swimmers and stuff like that. But with the guys that I was with, was probably one of my better swims. It's up there because some of those guys make the front pack in some big races, so that's a positive. On the transition, I tried a few different things, I put some calf sleeves on. Probably wouldn't bother trying that because I lost a minute in transition, which could have been quite crucial looking back. So I'd use them if it's a wetsuit swim. Non-wetsuit swim for me is pointless. Too much faffing. On the bike, started, felt good, power was really good, was going through the field, got the gap to the front down to 2 minutes, but then they surged and started pulling away, and that was frustrating, but I couldn't really do nothing. My power was really good. The guy I was riding with, Arno, was holding really decent power as well, because I actually wondered, is my power meter overeating or something, I'm riding good numbers, the gap's going back out again, but he said he was holding decent numbers as well, so couldn't really do any more than that. And then towards the end of the bike, when we meant to come off the Hardy Toll, I just didn't see the sign. I was just looking for a sign. I thought it was there, didn't see one, thought maybe it's the next turn. It was kind of a bit confusing because at the briefing they said it was 4 miles from the end of the Hardy Toll back to transition. So I looked at my Garmin because I thought it was there, but it was on 169 k's. So I was like, oh, it must be 3 k's more we go on here and then we turn off. And because I didn't see a sign, that was what made me think that. Carried on, ended up finding out from an age grouper when I asked her that it was actually way back there, and then had to turn around and added about 8 or 9 kilometers on, and then it was basically game over really. I couldn't, and I started the run, got a split that I was 15th, 18 minutes down, and I thought, I'll do the first lap, see how it goes. And I kind of saw my dad in the first lap, and in my head I was debating it, and I was thinking about what I've got coming up and the time of year, and it's April, I've got an ITU World Champs in 2 weeks time in Ibiza, and I'd love to do a great race there. And with how this race was panning out after the wrong turn, it just didn't really make sense to add the fatigue from an Ironman in, and it is bad. You would like to finish it, but and if it was September or October or a late season race, then I would. But I still want to carry on racing until November this year and do Florida, and there's not really any sense in adding the fatigue from a big race like this when I would be lucky to get in the top 10 with how things turned out. So just decided to stop after 8 miles and just kind of use it as a solid training day, good swim, good numbers on the bike, and then an 8-mile run off the bike. If you did that in training, it would be a big training day, and hopefully shouldn't have too much fatigue. My legs don't feel too beaten up really.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Joe. So what's next? Next couple of weeks, just back to hard training then?
Fly back tomorrow, and then I'll get in with now because of how this has gone, and I won't be too beaten up. I'll get back into training on Monday probably, or Tuesday when I get back. I'll probably take Monday easy because obviously I land Monday morning, and then back into things on Tuesday. Try and get 5 to 7 days decent training in, depending on how I feel, and then taper a bit going into ITU Worlds. And I should be able to hit that week quite hard because of the taper for this race. It freshens you up a bit, and then not having too much fatigue. So I think I could get some good sessions in for a week, and then do a 4 or 5 day taper going into World Long Distance Champs, and I should be good.
Awesome, good stuff, Joe.